Welcome, guys, to the weekly markets analysis. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Poland, and I'm more than happy to share my insights over a few of the markets I am trading for the upcoming week. As requested, I still keep the strippers in my background, although something different than last time. I hope you will enjoy it also. So before we proceed, everything what I do here, it's not a financial analysis. It's not a financial um, advice. It's only an analysis, and I just show how I see the market and how I want to read it. So let's go with the charts, and we'll start from the euro US dollar, which I just love trading. It's the biggest forex trading pair, and what we see here, basically nothing changed since last time. We are still tied in this bigger range here, and if you see the stochastics are nicely bouncing off the neutral zone and still climbing up. Really good readings also on the RSI, which is settling in the bullish control zone. And also, what we can see on this daily chart, we are still trading above 21 EMA. And if we go to the weekly, it makes more sense because we are still above 21 EMA on weekly, and sooner than later we will most likely have the cross of 55 and 200 EMA coming here, which can provide a lot of boost to the price action, a lot of juice for this medium term uptrend. And medium term, I'm saying it's lasting since May this year. So what I can expect in coming week, we have the resistance coming here. So I wouldn't be too excited, and I wouldn't be really holding my positions over it. But as soon as we close the daily with a nice follow through above it, I will try to get a retest here, most likely confluent with the 21 EMA. If we go to 4 hour, it's also looking good. And what I like to see, it's whenever the 200 EMA and SMA cross, because they are the same length but different calculation. It gives me more bullish picture whenever the 200 EMA, which is faster reacting to the price than simple moving average, when it will be above 200 SMA. And this is a nice, beautiful bullish picture here, although we are still in the range. So I wouldn't be really overly excited with the moon mission on Euro USD here. 4 hour also looks good. I mean, stochastics are bouncing off the critical zone, coming back to neutrals, sloping up. RSI above the EMA, bounce of the neutral zone. It's looking really, really pretty picture for bulls here. So let's go to the GBP USD. It's not looking so nice as Euro USD, but it follows basically the same principles. It's tied in the range here. Here we have a nice little range, and it is above all the major moving averages, and they are all in the correct order. Though 200 SMA is still not sloping up. But what we can see, stochastics bouncing off the neutral zone. RSI is still not settled in the bullish control zone, so I'll be waiting for it, and I will be expecting some kind of a retracement still to 236 or even deeper to the 200 EMA and SMA zone coming here. Although I'm pretty bullish on it, to the resistance, which is coming also on weekly, and breaking this resistance will be a nice bullish signal for me. On weekly also, as you can see, there is a stochastics are in the neutral zone. They try to, cross to the upside. RSI is looking good, but we have some kind of a clusterfuck here because there is a 200 EMA and SMA coming on weekly, and although it is trading above the 21 EMA, if the price wants to break it, I expect a little fuckery happening over next few weeks. So most safe approach here is trading within this range and waiting for a breakout, and then it will be relatively easy trade to be made. If it breaks below, here are the next levels to follow. Let's go with the 4-hour, which is more than telling for the weekly. And as you can see here, we closed the 4-hour, although without follow through, below 21 EMA here, and the resistance coming somewhere here. The support coming somewhere here. So we are in the support zone. I wouldn't be surprised if it wicks down to the 200 EMA and SMA, being also 236 Fibonacci retracement from the whole movement. And well, I will be definitely buying it here. So we also have stochastics still going down, still trying to settle in the bearish control zone here. So it leaves me a lot of suspicion for the price action that it will probably continue to the 200 EMA and SMA, test this area, and probably still trading up, because as you can see here on the short term, we have an uptrend. Also, we are coming from a nice uptrend on the medium term, saying daily, and then on weekly we are still in this big range we spoke about recently. So I will be still sticking to this range until it gets broken, and then it will be a relatively easy trade to be made to the next high. And but I don't expect it to happen this week. So let's go with GBP/JPY. More or less the same story, though. Here on the weekly, I would look at the 21 EMA here. We are still trading below. I mean, we closed the weekly above it. So technically, it is closed above it. And stochastics are still going down. They didn't cross to the upside. They are not sloping to the upside. So it can tell that you can expect some movement to the downside. Though the daily looks more beautiful here. Better here, because it is in the support zone provided by the 200 EMA and SMA. And also, as you can see, here are my zones for trading it in the coming week. So this will be a buy for me. If it dumps more, I'll probably try longing it somewhere here in this zone. And I will be still sticking to trading it like zone by zone until one of them gets broken. So it's relatively easy read. And also, as in GBP USD, you have the price action below. Here it's below the 200 EMA, but we have also 200 SMA, and we are in the range. So this zone is a buy for me, and it can test it. I would even expect it. I'm not trading my expectations, but this is what I probably will do. If the price goes here, I will be longing it. If it's in this region, I'm not really planning to long it here. I'm not planning to short it, so it's in the middle of nowhere so far. And I hope the Monday opening will change a little this picture and will give some nice juice entries. So let's go with DAX. And DAX, as we spoke, it's still in this nice little range here. On the monthly, we can chart it on the monthly. Well, we didn't make the another all-time high like on American exchanges, but still it doesn't look too bad. On the monthly, stochastics are still going up. RSI is still in the neutral zone and kind of trying to bounce out of it. I would expect it. If we go to the weekly, well, the situation is a little different. Yeah, my alarm just went on. If we go to the weekly, we have a little different situation. So we are trading above 21 EMA here. I'll just remove my zones to see it. 200 EMA and SMA are not in a correct order for me to be overly bullish on it. And the stochastics are going down. And I would expect first support coming from the neutral zone. And then probably coming a little lower. But until it breaks, I will treat it as a support here. The bottom of this range, the top of this range. If it breaks, here is the level I would really be looking, especially at 11600 to buy it. If it goes lower, well, I'll be probably switching my bias for a short term. I would even get this level, something like this. So if it starts closing the weekly below, I would probably I would need a follow through on it. So I'll be switching a bias if I have a close and follow through coming from it. So I'll be trying to short it if it does. But until then, and I don't expect it to break this range soon enough. Daily, as you can see, found the support here in the 200 EMA and SMA zone, and it provided a bounce so far. Stochastics are still going down, so I can't be overly bullish on it, and still can go lower. So they say they can't, but they can. And what is interesting, we have on a daily cross of the 21 and 55, which most of the time provides some pressure for the price action, as always when the short term and a little longer term market memory they switch the places. It's kind of at least short-term indication, but I believe is that the latest entry, probably somewhere around 200 SMA, would be a nice trade to the upside, to the top of the range, most likely. And for the coming week, well, I'm not really trading it recently, but yeah, this will be my long entry. So this is what I can say. And let's go to the 4-hour, which I really love. On the 4-hour, it closed above 21 EMA, so I can say nothing bad. Stochastics are still going up, and yeah, we have some kind of a bullish divergence here coming on from those two lows here. So some of the people would probably say it doesn't count. I will still think about it it matters, okay? So what I can expect here, we bounce on from the bottom of the range. Most likely we can get another test. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. And this is the resistance on the way coming from the 200 and 100, which are likely to cross here. So it's kind of a tricky situation. So if I was to play it safe, I will try to get my long somewhere here in this zone. And if I don't get any, well, I'll just wait for the range to be broken to long it. I have no reasons to short it. We have no lower low on the macro. We have nothing here. Really, it's still in the uptrend technically, and we can judge it if it's weak or not. I don't know, but it's still in the uptrend, and the trend is your friend. So I just have to follow it. And what we can see on Euro GBP, which I use mostly not for trading, but for indication what is stronger, Euro or GBP when I'm trading Euro USD or GBP USD, two of my favorite and the world's favorite trading pairs. So here's the situation. GBP is losing in the value to the Euro. I mean, it was in a short-term downtrend looking like a consolidation, but it really looks, especially after it closed this last week's daily above the 21 EMA after bouncing off the support. It's still technically in the range, but I would be really looking for GBP being a little weak to the Euro. So if I was to choose, and we can see it from the charts, this is Euro USD and this is GBP USD charts, which one looks more bullish? So you can answer for yourself. So I will. If I was trading it, there was a beautiful entry here for long, and here is the top, which I would, using my trading methodology, close my trade and wait for the breakout, meaning that those zones come from daily. So I would wait for the daily bullish close and the follow through out of it, and if I get it, I will be looking for a nice volume on it. I will be looking for the long entry. On the 4-hour though, on the 4-hour, it's a little different. So it's it's a little clusterfuck. And during this week, I expect from the markets to take some kind of a direction, because here we bounce off the support. We have stochastics going up, as you can see, RSI really nice in the bullish control zone. But we have 200 EMA and SMA in the way, and this 4-hour close was kind of telling. So what I would be expecting on Monday, probably some fuckery inside this zone, and probably resolution to the downside, to the support, and here we will see if it holds or not. It's really so I'm really going to trade the market zone by zone, especially that in the middle of this range we have some kind of a resistance coming in this area, and well, if you like shorting, probably a short here and managing it somewhere above 200 SMA can be a kind of a trading idea, which I would personally like. So yeah, let's go with the Dixie. And well, personally, so it didn't change. It didn't change since last week. So here we have the support zone. It's like almost inverse chart of the Euro USD. Stochastics are going down. RSI bearish control zone on daily. On the weekly, it looks somewhat better because stochastics are up, but it's trading below all the major moving averages. 21, 200 EMA and SMA. 55 is going down, 100 is going down. All of them are going down, so it is technically on the support, but I would rather be biased towards downside and for it to be trading to the lower zones. Next support, like major one coming from weekly, is coming somewhere here. So you have your picture. I mean, I'm not on the dollar. I'm extremely bearish since a while, and well, nothing has changed. And as we spoke, we had the resistance coming here, a fake reversal, nice test of this resistance, coming back to the support here. What I can expect, probably some upsides, like on Euro USD downsides to the 21 EMA or even 55 EMA. Well, and worst nightmares, or actually good dreams, because it would imply that you can get a nice short entry on the dollar somewhere around 100 EMA, being confluent with the zone. But as you can see on daily, it's still trading below all the moving averages. They are all sloping down. Price action is below them, so it's using the EMAs like in the most simple way possible. It's a fucking bearish signal, and nothing I can say more about it. And oscillators seem to be confirming it. 4 hour also, stochastics are going down. They look like they are going down. It's really not confirmed. Trading below moving averages. Probably it will provide some bounce to this region or even higher, but I think it will be limited by the 200 EMA and SMA coming in this around 90, 93, 400-ish, probably, when the price gets there. So, well, if you want to trade it to the downside, the best way to trade it, in my opinion, is to wait for a daily to close, follow through, retest, enter short, and hold it until the next support. So this is how I can trade it. USD is basically the same chart as Dixie, but it provides volume, and it's instead of looking at Dixie, I just use as USD CHF being basically for Europe like a stable coin. So it is same chart, so nothing to be said here. And let's go to Goldie. And Goldie on the weekly, nothing has changed since last time. We still made an all-time high. On the monthly, we have stochastics technically in the extremely bullish control zone. They look like they are crossed to the downside, but I don't trust the crosses until they leave the critical zone. So here it doesn't have any bearish divergences, or just finding the support over the last all-time high, previous all-time high coming here. It's reacting out of it on the weekly. Still governed by the 221 EMA. If I would expect a pullback, and because of the stochastics being crossed to the downside, I would really think of somewhere near 55 EMA, and also being is it or is it not? I don't really remember, but it's not. So probably it can, if you use Fibs, it's going to go a little lower to 382, which also looks good. So, but overall, I'm not bearish on it. I wouldn't be bearish. I wouldn't be shorting at all. On a daily, what we can see, stochastics are still above neutral zone. It is like indecision. If it finds support here, that's fine. If it goes lower to test the lower regions, it's fine. It's still bullish. Even going here wouldn't imply breaking a trend for me, the bias changer for it will be breaking like really 1460 or even lower with the follow through on a daily, and this will be probably a bias changer for me, and I will be looking at gold as a piece of shit. Right now, it's looking good. Although we had daily close below the 55 and 21, so what I would expect them finally to cross, as you can see here, if they cross, they will provide fuel to the downside, but the price is still governed by the 100 here, and well, it's not looking overly bad. So uh, coming week, probably some retracements, although still bullish. 4 hour also, like, technically it's a bearish signal here. It's not complete yet, because what I would like for confirmation of it going down would be like price being below 21, then 55, then 100, 200, EMA and SMA, all of them sloping down, price trading below them, and technically it would be a good signal. But what I would seek for longing somewhere in this area, probably even lower, because those zones were made on the higher time frame, so probably even like timing it around 1850, and then trading it to the upside. This would be my bet on it. And when it breaks this zone, well, the next support is coming somewhere here, and it's relatively easy to be traded. If I was to short it when it breaks this zone on a daily, well, this will be the area to short around 200, so I'll be taking my profit. So that's all for the markets for today. I hope you enjoyed this short analysis. I try to use the simplest way possible, because this is the way I'm trading. I don't use any more sophisticated indicators besides my own, which actually have all the basics, including the horizontals, EMAs, and oscillators, like momentum oscillators and volatility, to give me the edge over the market. So well, that's all. Thank you for watching it, and see you in the next video.